Welcome to Spooky News from Spooky Ventures for October 29th, 2021. Halloween is this Sunday, so this will be the last spooky news for a while. Our season is wrapping up, and I don't know about you, but I'm not happy about it. Don't get me wrong, all year is spooky season for me, but I miss seeing all the commercials and other content everywhere and all the stuff in stores. On the other hand, the time for clearance sales is nearly upon us, so that's a good thing. As usual, before we get to the news, I have a few things to mention. First, stick around after I'm done talking for more information. That's where you'll find the source URLs and more info links for the various things talked about in this video. Secondly, don't forget to interact with this YouTube channel. Please like our videos, please share our videos, and comment and subscribe. For more spooky content, check out spookyventures.com. You can find spooky merch, including the It's Always Halloween Somewhere merch, at cafepress.com/spookyventures. We also recently released merch with the cover to the Christmas horror book I'm publishing on November 4th, Horrifying Holidays, and some new Put the Spooky Back into Christmas merch that I'll be pushing during the past Halloween pre-Christmas period. The first piece of news we have comes with a warning. If you decide to play a spooky prank on people, be careful. A woman in Mexico recently dressed as the ghost La Llorona and went walking down the streets of her hometown, scaring people. Unfortunately, it had a tragic ending as someone was so frightened that they shot and killed her. So please, be careful if you go around scaring people. Next up, we have a travel story. Now, I'm not saying you should make a special trip just for a mini golf course. But if you're interested in going to Fresno, California, or if it's not a long trip for you, maybe you should add a spooky mini golf course to your itinerary. That's because Ghost Golf is basically a haunted house merged with an elaborate Halloween display turned into a miniature golf course. Owner Daryl Coleman says that he used to do haunted houses and big Halloween displays at his house, and he used a lot of his stuff he collected over the years to create a spooky miniature golf experience. Now that sounds like a lot of fun to me. Turning next to television, have you heard of a show called Garth Marenghi's Dark Place? I hope I pronounced that right. The show's a British horror spoof series that aired in 2004. It's new to American audiences, though, as Amazon has just added it to their Prime lineup. So I would say that folks that saw it when it first ran and haven't gotten to view it since should give it a revisit. But more importantly, those who have never heard of it before might find a new treat. It's getting some good reviews, so that's for sure. Speaking of horror-based comedies, do you remember me talking about the new show Ghosts? I mentioned that it was based on a British show. Nice tie-in to the last story, huh? Well, it's apparently been doing really well, as CBS has already renewed it for a second season just a few episodes into the first season. Well, that's it for the news this week. There wasn't a ton of it that I came across. There's just one date to mention. That's today, when the new slasher film 13 Fanboy opens. Don't forget, you can always find important dates on our spooky calendar. Just go to spookyventures.com and scroll down to the calendar link. Until next time, don't forget you can find lots of spooky content at that very same website, spookyventures.com. Spooky Ventures merch can be found at cafepress.com/spookyventures. You can find my books and more at garyhillauthor.com. And most importantly, always remember to keep it spooky.
Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.